Welcome to another episode of Velocity Chaos! On this week's episode of the Velocity Chaos Podcast, Nick and Luke talk about flashes of freedom during America's great pastime, popping the Pokies, and what would Luke do with hundreds of millions of dollars? All that and more to come on the 26th episode of the Velocity Chaos Podcast. Give us a call at 15-15-41-CHAOS. Okay, hey, welcome. Here we go on the 26th episode of the Velocity Chaos Podcast. Coming at you live from here. How are you doing, Nick?
Dude, I miss Captain Daddy like pretty hard.
I was trying to fluctuate what I was doing there just because I was going through withdrawals, honestly.
Just trying to get through that intro is difficult because, I mean, geez, he added so much to this show last week.
We've got nothing. We're done. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
This is a closeout episode. The 25th episode was our peak, and we will never see anything like that again.
Like Captain Daddy said, it's going to be one of the top 25 episodes. We know it's going to be the top one.
Yeah. I mean, let me underline something really clear. Number one fan.
Oh, you did some thinking over the last week.
I contemplated over the 4th of July, over this weekend. Yes.
Okay. Good.
It's official.
It's definitely official.
It's Nick official.
Okay. Good. Captain Daddy, always number one in our hearts and in our voicemail line.
Just a sea of emotion seeing that guy leave the studio last week.
Yeah. Just bidding him a fond farewell on the port.
Yep.
Is that what they do?
I guess, yeah.
So
bye.
So going into I know we're all big sports fans. We love America's favorite pastime. We're heading into the All-Star break.
Oh yeah, I caught a little bit of the home run derby last night.
Oh, was that last night?
Yeah, it was pretty good. They were killing it. They were crushing it.
Nice.
I love to see the little kids that they like bring in to just be in the outfield. It's like that's a sport in itself. I mean, those kids are slaughtering each other.
They should do what, Moneyball? Not Moneyball, but or Jackpot.
Jackpot.
That's what they do. Yeah, and then the kids got to play each other. Whoever has the most points
you
wins.
Just hear the organ, da 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 da, 500.
Yeah,
like they're just killing each other. Some kid has a switchblade in his glove.
Yeah.
Just
that's how it used to be. You bring a glove and a switchblade.
Oh, man, what a sport. Just kids killing each other. Hunger Games. Here we go.
Yeah, we got the...
Real life.
Tonight, well, probably when you guys listen to this, yesterday, the All-Star game, Indians got 5 people in the mix.
Wow.
Got Jose Ramirez, Francisco Lindor, the Klubot. I always forget his first name, but Miller. Andrew Miller.
Yeah.
Who is the other one? There's one more.
Totally. I didn't see him. I didn't see him.
Jesus! All right, terrible.
Look it up.
Podcasting.
Look it up. No. Because the Francisco Lindor definitely deserves to be there. I mean, one of the most consistent players. I mean, it's hard to be that kind of baseball player when you're up at bat that you're just like, he's probably going to hit the ball.
Yeah,
it's hard to get to that place in the fans' hearts where you're just like pretty sure he's going to make something happen.
Exactly. Yeah, and I mean he has been a little off as of late.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean Frankie Lindor. I mean there was a rough series with the Padres last week, and I caught one of the games that we lost. But he was I think he was 4 for 4 for the night.
Oh,
yeah. So
nice. Popping off.
He just the funny thing was he was stranded on third base at least twice.
Oh, my favorite player,
Michael Brantley.
Yeah, my boy.
Your boy.
Yeah. So yeah, those M. Brantley, A. Miller, F. Lindor, J. Ramirez, and C. Kluber.
Yeah. C. Kluber.
Cool.
But their whole point is that the LA Dodgers, other than the All-Star games, the home run derby thing, they got to see a little show, a little special event.
Oh, was that last night that this happened?
It was the game. I was over the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was LA. It was in LA Stadium, and it was LA versus. Let me pull this up. It was LA's game versus the Royals, the Kansas City Royals.
Okay.
So it was a big game for them. Tough game. Anyway, one of the mid-innings, they were doing the Jumbotron fans around the park kind of deal, and old Granny Smith was getting into it. Hip shaking, wrinkles wiggling.
Apples bouncing about.
And I think she just was in the moment. I think she was just young at heart, living in the moment. Just a nice granny titty flash.
Oh boy! Oh.
All up on the Jumbotron.
All right, she's scarring the future baseball players of America.
Yeah. The funny thing was all the guys on the Dodgers were like, "Hey, coach, you missed a little opportunity there, a little window of opportunity."
Oh Jesus!
That was awesome. The greatest thing was that she was like really dancing and dancing and dancing. And then she just you could kind of see her like, I'm gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna do it. And then
the bag was loaded.
You just hear like the sound effect that is like something shiny, really bright, like and everyone's like blah blah.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. The director apparently switched really fast. That's like a technical director's worst nightmare.
You just switch to something else. I mean, immediately.
It's like if a younger person, like a more attractive person, you're like, all right, okay, we switch. But
beat and switch.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I was taking a sip of my Coca-Cola. But no, that was fun. I don't know. I totally support older folks who are living young at heart.
Older folks who are free spirits.
Free spirits, yeah. No, I totally get it. Maybe she was looking for. Maybe her poor husband was passed away, and she was looking for some love.
That's possible. I've seen those True Life stories or whatever, where they have old ladies that date strictly 20-year-olds, and they're 80.
There you go.
But I find it weird as the 20-year-olds that are shacking up with 80-year-olds. That's the weird part about it. Not that I don't the other way around. That's fine with me.
If you're under 30, it's blatant what you're trying to do.
Yeah,
it's just blatant.
How much is you got saved up there?
What's your retirement fund look like?
Yeah.
But no, that was fun. I don't know. I love America's pastime. I love going to baseball games.
Yeah.
Always have, always will.
Especially if they had steroids.
Yeah. That's the best. But I love how some people just make it even more interesting.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? You go to a football game, right? You go to a Browns game, and you just hear people swearing and people yelling, people being mean and rowdy.
It's rugged.
But you go to a baseball game, and there's an unspoken oh, don't swear. Don't swear.
It's a game of respect.
It's not. It's you can be frustrated, be like, "What are you doing?" But I find most people are like, "Come on, man, what are you swinging at?" Our guys, what are you swinging at? But then you also look around, and there's kids there and stuff, so you feel like, all right, I need to keep a lid on it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just always like that it's way more peaceful than other sporting events.
Yeah, and then when you do hear people cursing and stuff, it's like, dude, there's kids around.
Yeah, a lot of times people be like, "Hey, can you not?"
Yeah.
Just don't.
We're in public, all right? I can say whatever the flip I want to say, man.
That's when the dad stands up and he's 8 feet tall. And I'd really appreciate it if you stopped swearing in front of my daughter.
Do you want to fight? And then the 8-foot guy's thought, I was talking to your kid, sir. Yeah, sure he doesn't.
This just in, man thrown from the upper balconies of Progressive Field. Everyone said he deserved it.
Yeah. Not pressing charges because he felt he deserved it himself.
Yeah. Once sober in the hospital.
How badly do people want balls at baseball games?
Oh, so bad.
They want it so hard to get their hands on some
balls. The girls want them, the guys want them, everyone wants them.
Most coveted ball in the world.
The kids want them.
Yeah. Have you ever taken a ball to the face?
No, but I caught one.
Nice.
It was batting practice though.
Oh, okay.
So
hey, it's
halfway there.
Yeah.
Halfway there.
You got to keep your head on a swivel there. You're always paying attention if you're on the first baseline or something, or third baseline, and just you can't be looking at the hot dog guy.
Yeah, no.
You got to be ready.
You got to be good.
Definitely
$10 for a beer though, dude. Jeez.
No can do.
Mine and Kugel. Like, I'm like, dude, I need a Camelback. Like, stuff it under my shirt.
And it's like an 8-ounce can or something.
Yeah, it's just... I can't believe it.
It's pronounced ridiculous.
Yeah. Yes. They really get you there. So, yeah, but that was our little walk around sports this week.
Yeah. This week in sports.
That happened.
That is game.
Game on. All right. Another cool little funny piece of news I saw. This comes us from across the pond.
Okay.
A Londoner, a guy in London was driving his nice sporty Ferrari.
Nice.
Like a douchebag. And
perfect. I can associate with.
Yeah, you can really relate to that. He was driving around, parked wherever he wanted to. I mean, sometimes it's funny. Here we're like, all right, I only have to just run into the CVS and grab like one thing. So I'm going to risk it. I'm going to get back here. I'm going to get out of here. Because like everyone here is just like, I don't want a parking ticket. Even if it's $25. Everyone's like, I don't want it. Yeah. But this guy goes ahead and he parks in a spot that is specifically saying like, don't park here. No parking on whatever day it is. It's probably like on a weekend. And no parking on a Sunday morning. No parking on Sunday mornings. And he does it anyway. And it's funny because he's definitely the only car in the spot, but he just thinks he owns it.
Hey, I mean,
comes back a couple hours later, and his car's just surrounded. Here, I got a photo for you.
In his defense,
the car's just surrounded by a giant flea market.
In his defense, though, maybe his Saturdays are 48 hours because he parties that hard.
Yeah, so he just was like, man, I just need to park my car for a second. No, but it's funny because like flea market people give no F's.
Those animal shirt wearers.
Those people are like, I'm going to put my table of broadswords and throwing stars wherever I want.
Yeah. Hey, they probably paid for that spot.
Yeah. That'd be funny. It's like, hey, man, your thing is in my spot, so I'm going to sell it like it was mine. Yeah. And somebody just bought, like, I'll pay you $25.
Yeah.
Make it 40 and we have a deal.
Then to get your car back, I want you to pay for my fees and buy everything I'm selling.
Buy this case of goldfish.
Yeah, including this Ferrari.
Yeah. You can buy this Ferrari I just inherited. That would be funny. And so he had to like basically sneak out an inch at a time because he could only drive like a couple inches, and it was if the people wanted to move out of the way.
Oh man!
Like it was if the stall guy like was like, yeah, I'll get to it in a little bit.
Yeah, one second.
Took him hours to get out of there.
Good.
That's what you get, though. I think that's a little bit of it's like a middle class versus the upper class story, man.
I
think it's a perfect metaphor.
Yeah, that's and it's not to go back to sports, but that's like hockey. You keep everyone else in check.
Yeah.
Pun intended, I guess. Yeah. But like, no, yeah, you police yourself. Yeah, no harm. I mean, if the police do come over, what are they going to
do?
Okay, yeah, you parked here. Actually, yeah, oh, thank you. Here's your ticket.
Yeah. Like, I'll call the cops on you. Go ahead. Yeah. Like, you're parked here illegally.
Yeah. Oh, and they're going to put a boot on you, too.
Yeah. Then you
get towed.
It's just some guy sitting with his Ferrari in a parking lot for a week just because he can't get back across London. Oh, man. All right, noted. Don't park anywhere in London.
Those gypsies, they'll get you.
Look for no parking signs if you want to do some Sunday shopping.
Yeah, I can tell you from experience on Fridays and Saturdays after 4 p.m. Don't park where I parked that one day in Cleveland.
Yeah. I just hope this guy was just like shamed all the way out of this lot.
Or was he like that classic rich guy that just was still constantly yelling at them? Probably. Come on, move! I got a meeting to get
Probably that. It's Sunday, dude. Yeah, I got a meeting. Oh, yeah, well, I got a meeting. It's over there. Well, move your stuff. No, I got a meeting, bro.
Yeah. Can't interrupt the meeting.
I got to go to the meeting.
Mate.
I got to go to the faux fur meeting. Faux fur stands. All the faux fur stands get together at just, what time is it? Right now.
Right now. Here, have a rabbit's foot.
Right now o'clock. We all get together. Over there.
Over there. Yep.
Sorry, can't help you. You're gonna have to wait a while.
Once we're done with that, I might be able to get to you.
I would just ham that up. Oh, I would ham it up so hard. I would, and you know that if he's a rich guy and he's got to drive through like 3 blocks of flea market.
Yeah.
You know, every person in his way is saying, I'm not moving my shit until you buy something. So he's literally got a Ferrari full of crap.
Yeah. And so do you think, like, if he was a nice guy, like, oh, I'm so sorry, I totally didn't even realize that
No, you're driving a Ferrari, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
What if he got it as a rental because blank check situation, someone demolished his bike and they left him a blank check and he bought a Ferrari.
$200,000 Ferrari.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then maybe he fell onto it, or what if he stole it? I guess
That would be an even better story.
I gotta get this back.
This is a whole thing.
This is my mom's car.
Yeah.
She's gonna be home.
So your mom's loaded?
Yeah. Ferris Bueller situation. She's
Ferris
gotta get
Bueller.
back home.
Yeah, exactly. The London version of Ferris Bueller.
No.
Yeah. I have a great story on some good Samaritans. This is a humanitarian story.
Oh, okay.
Here's a feel-good story, everybody. This is going to make
Should we
you
page Dr. Feelgood?
feel amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I can do that guitar riff with my mouth.
Nice.
All right.
We're learning things.
So why did they do it on their mouth? All right. This was down in a beach, Panama City Beach in Florida. This is actually where I go to vacation with my family every once in a while.
Oh, look at you, mister. I go on vacation every once in a while with my family.
It's not unheard of, Luke. In my world, it is.
My parents said I'm not allowed to leave the state.
After the judge told them you couldn't leave the state. Anyway, so this is down in Panama City Beach. This is Florida. And what happened was a couple kids got stuck in a rip current. And they were trying to paddle in, couldn't do it. A couple other ladies went out there and they tried to help them out. They got stuck.
Oh.
Eventually, the parents of the kids, and I feel like the worst situation, the grandmother of the kids.
Oh, she's just flashing everyone.
She's everywhere. No, they were out there trying to help the kids back in, but they just couldn't get in. So this young couple on the beach, this had to have been a crazy thing to see. Just amazing.
Just people getting pulled out farther and farther.
Well, but also just what happened next was...
Was there sharks? Were sharks involved?
Probably sharks involved. It was like dusk, like things are starting to swim around, and dun 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 dun. Anyway, this couple started to like talk to a bunch of strangers and rally a bunch of people together, and they created a human chain.
What?
From the shore out to where the people were, and this was like a chain of like 40 people.
Nice.
And they all walked out there, and they basically held hands and stretched all the way out to where they could grab on, and then everyone started to kind of like pull them in, and then obviously everyone was, it was risky, but everyone was like kind of attached to another person. So a sweet humanitarian effort there. Amazing.
I would have definitely been the person. All right, I'm going to stand here on the beach. All right, you start going out, just start joining hands. I'll stay here. I'll be the anchor.
You're like, here, give me your hand, and you're like, oh no, just kidding.
Gotcha.
No, but I think that would have been sweet. I mean, the cops showed up, and they were like, wait, what's happening?
And they said, no one's supposed to be swimming after dusk. Get out of there, or else you're all arrested.
They were like, no, we got to wait for a boat.
Yeah.
We're going to wait for the Coast Guard.
Yeah.
And there's like 40 people out there, like just...
Sorry, protocol.
Taking names from nature, just being like, not today, nature. Yeah. So, yeah, that was cool. I feel really proud to be a human right now.
Yeah.
Even though I had nothing to do with it.
I feel like this is a good time to mention, if you get caught in an undertow or a riptide and get pulled out, swim at a diagonal back to shore.
That's the real thing. You got to get out of the rip current.
Yeah.
Don't try to swim straight back.
Yep.
Especially if you got a boogie board, man.
Yeah.
Just go down to the beach. Go down the beach, find your opening. You'll be fine.
Yep. So, diagonal.
So if they weren't just a bunch of dumb millennials that didn't know anything about physics.
If they still had their phones on them, they could have looked up on YouTube or the Google and like, how do I get out of this riptide?
How do I get out of riptide?
Swim diagonally.
The Samsung phones are waterproof now, so might as well.
Bam.
Yeah. But that was cool. I wish I could have seen that. That would have been... I would have participated, actually.
From the shore.
waving.
Oh, I like what you guys are doing.
I go
here.
jump in there. You're like, get in there, pal.
Why don't you go have some fun?
You're like the coach. You're like, Royak, Smith, Jeremy, you're up, guys. Get in there, guys. Smacking the guy's ass.
Another link to the chain.
You're coordinating. Yeah. Cops come over. Who's in charge here? I am.
You guys are illegally on the beach. All right, get out.
Forget about them.
Yeah. They'll learn. They gotta learn sometime. And just like how everyone else has to learn these simple numbers on your phone keypad. 1
beep boop beep boop
5 1 5 4 1 2 4 2 6 7. That's easy. And an easier way to remember that.
15 50 41 chaos.
Bam! Just type in those numbers. You'll hear a voicemail of some a-hole talking, and then you can then leave us a message saying, "Hey, my cat is sick, but I still want to go on vacation. What do I do?" And then we'll figure out something. I don't know. Just talk about your problems, or you have any questions? Like, hey, sometimes on Sundays the Browns game interrupts my bowling intervenes, but they won't put the game up on the monitors. So
we're gonna get into the studio next week and open up the message box and be like, "Hello, yeah, I'm stuck in a Riptide, and I'm wondering if you guys can give me some advice."
We'll get back to you.
We open up the news. 32-year-old man drowns in Riptide off of the coast of Lake Erie.
Made one final call.
Cell phone.
Some Iowa number.
Thankfully, Samsung makes waterproof phones, so we can track the messages the last messages.
That final call. But yes, 15 15 41 chaos. Leave us a voicemail. It's hot. It's heavy. It's nice. It's sweaty in here because the AC's currently not blowing.
We want to connect with you. Yeah.
Yeah. Where were we going from here? I totally don't even know because we never know, and we make it up all on the spot.
It's happening.
It's all happening
everywhere. Everywhere you look.
There's quick. I'm gonna do a quick little tidbit. Where would you find the next Bobby Fischer?
Bobby Fischer?
Isn't that the chess guy?
I don't know. Yeah, Bobby Fischer? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where would I find him?
Where would you, like, just a regular...
Probably Harvard or MIT or something like that.
You go to those nice, pristine locations with high prestige-isness.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I think that's a good bet. How about, check this out, you go to a barbershop.
What?
Yes. Little Sammy Smithington. No, that's not his name.
That would have been sweet if that was his real name.
Dang, I totally lost the article, but okay.
Check your history.
We're checking the history, bringing it up. Definitely not Sammy Smithington. There it is. Nice. That's not her either.
That
not a she.
is a she.
So we got this young 12-year-old Merrick somethingson.
Myrick, yeah.
M-Y-R-I-C-K. Myrick,
probably Myrick. Yeah.
My Rick. Your Rick. Who's Rick? Our Rick.
Our Rick. Our local hero, Rick.
K-Ri. C-H. I'm just giving this guy's information. He lives at... K-Ri Myrick. 12 years old. First place in his division for his chess game.
Nice.
In the national championship. So dominated, but he picked up the game at a barbershop.
Nice.
Quiet little guy, and learned the pieces.
Family owned, probably where he hung out in the summertime with
maybe. It's
somebody.
Probably.
That's cool though. Great for this guy. Young guy. How old's he? 12?
12 years old. He's
That's
got
amazing.
A whole life of board
chess ahead of him.
Pieces to be moving.
Maybe he'll go to MIT.
Maybe this is his foot in the door.
But that's great. Chess was one of those games I never really had the patience for, maybe. But I think people who find an outlet for it, that's really cool. I mean, it's huge in its niche.
It's one of those games. It's easy to learn but hard to master.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, anyone could pick it up. You just got to know how the pieces move, basically.
Yeah.
Boom. So what you said you got something totally new, something totally fresh, something totally hot.
I have a nice boiling what if question.
Okay, bubble it up,
Bubble it up.
Bring
Let's
it to
go
temperature.
with it. All right. So I was looking around on some articles, and I saw this article about a young woman who won the lottery,
Nice, good for her.
and then she won it again a week later.
That bitch.
I know, right?
Pardon my French. Pardon my English.
And these were scratch offs too, man.
Oh, okay. It wasn't like
wait. No. But she won nearly $1 million.
Oh, okay. If it's okay, I was thinking like doubled up on Mega Millions.
I got $3.
I won $300 million on the Mega Millions, and I bought another all Mega Millions tickets with that $300 million.
These are $5 power tickets. So
is that what I got to buy?
This took some investment. She won twice in 1 week. All right. That's cool.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Nice.
She's going to buy a car. She said she's going to buy a car.
She buy me a car.
But, Luke, my what if question is, what if you won the Mega Millions lottery twice? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You won it once, then you won it again.
Yeah.
But, let's say you won it in 2 different states at the same time, and you won it in the same night. Because for the sake of my what if question,
yeah, like I was on
because
the border.
here's my question. Here's my what if question.
Yeah.
What if? This is my what if question. What if you won? I was gonna phrase it like, what if would your first hour be? Yeah, that's how I was gonna phrase it. But
who wants to be a millionaire?
Here's the real question. What if you won all of this $1 million lottery? What would your first 24 hours look like?
Straight up, probably just crying and just sobbing on the tickets.
A lot of shovels and a lot of holes all over the city.
Yeah. What are you digging these holes for? Gunk. Now I gotta dig another hole.
There you go. That's great. Okay, so crying. Starting off with some good crying.
Yeah, some happy crying.
Let's put the number at.
Yeah.
We'll put the number at you get to keep after taxes $200 million in Ohio, and a nice solid $150 million out of Pennsylvania.
All right, so we got 350 mil.
You got 350 mil.
Well,
coming your way. Already taxed.
Jesus Christ, man. I would
tell everybody I met. You want a party? Do you want a party? Do you want a party?
2 chicks at the same time.
First 24 hours. My man, high five that. High five.
You don't.
You're like, wait, I had 350 million? Make it 3, girl.
Yeah, but you don't need $1 million to do 2 chicks at the same time. Well, the kind of girls that would double up on a dude like me.
There you go. All right. So a little menage a trois, a little crying.
A little crying. And then some more crying after that.
A little crying during, a little crying after.
I'm sorry. It doesn't happen like this normally, I swear.
This is my first time.
It's first time winning $1 million. 350 million. But now I'm going to have to kill you. Because no one was supposed to know about that.
Nope.
So I'm up to 2 deaths.
Okay.
No, wait, 3 deaths. Sorry.
3. It's because of one random guy in the park and then 2 hookers.
Yeah.
So.
And then I'd have to pay off the judicial system. So there goes a part of it.
Oh man, that's only that's maximum $100K. That's not even gonna put it down.
Okay.
There's a little dinger. That's bink,
and I'd probably have some charity event where I'll match everyone's donation.
Nice.
And then, but to every single charity out there.
Yeah.
Anonymous donations to the Jude, maybe all the little Judes.
Oh yeah, St. Jude's Hospital.
Yeah,
that's dope. I like that.
I would.
Let's extend it out to the first week.
Yeah. I'm waiting some time. I would. I've always wanted to do one of those space travel things because we're gonna be co-space lords here in the future.
Get your space legs.
Yeah. What are those ships that go up in the air and then they drop so you get that anti-gravity
zero
gravity?
Yeah,
that'd be sweet. But I don't want to leave a plane I'd jump out of a plane and I'd die.
You want to bring some lady friends up there though, like
that'd be
just, they're floating around,
Nice, everything's floating.
Nice levitated.
This is a very raunchy section.
Yeah, I mean, but I asked you what you're gonna do.
Yeah. I mean, what else am I gonna do with all this money? I'm gonna sit in my room and play video games at a high level. Buy the greatest computer ever for a week.
Why don't you just buy like a huge computer?
I'm gonna buy the internet. I now own the internet.
That'd be great because that would just make you a lot more money.
Yeah,
that's like a genie in a bottle where you just wish for more wishes. That's like turning your 300 million into more millions.
I would definitely invest. I would host my own talent show.
There you go.
Where we're the judges. I would give you like maybe $100 to $300 to be a guest judge
per night.
No.
Total contract. Total run of the show. Total 80-day run of the show.
And you got to buy your own meals.
No meal allowance. Drive to work. Oh, and yeah, it's in Los Angeles.
Yeah. And then if you get past that, then maybe I'll drop you $1,000.
Let me ask you. Okay, so how are you going to differ this talent show from like America's Got Talent?
Because I would actually have good, talented people.
What? I mean, come on.
Bird!
Come on, though. I mean, like some of the stuff that they play on.
No singers. All right.
Okay, so you can't sing. That's
can't
cool.
sing.
It's got to be a real type of act.
It's got to be real talent.
Cool.
Magicians are sweet. People that can do weird acts.
What if you did this?
Yeah.
What if? Okay, so they had American Idol and they had The Voice.
Yes.
So American Idol was just like raw people off the street. Like, hey, can you sing? Yeah, awesome. Audition. Oh, you can't sing. Make fun of you. Great. Oh, can you sing? Yeah, you can actually sing. Boom, Carrie Underwood. Like, Then they did The Voice where it was like actually trained backup singers, or it was people who had already tried doing an album, things like that.
Yeah.
So it's cool because you were never really watching anybody who was terrible. You only watch people who were like, they're going to make the cut. And then
not as good as I want them.
Then it was just more about performance or powerhouse voices. So it was just amazing voices versus amazing voices.
Yeah.
What if you took and you actually said, we're going to like produce an act around each act.
Ooh.
And just every night you're going to watch like basically the show. And then at the end of the season, like, you just pick the favorites or whatever.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet.
I like that.
Because not only is it a show, it's like a variety hour. It's a contest, but it's a variety hour too.
Let's get that one to market. I would definitely have some sort of studio or a production station.
Nice.
Where we could just splash everywhere and do everything. We would recruit talent of all sort shapes and sizes. Where we'd be the main talent, of course, obviously.
Just spraying creative juices everywhere.
Yeah. We'd be the best platform for everyone.
You'd want to build a platform, or you would want to just...
we would start our own platform. We're the next YouTube sensation.
Nice. We have no idea what the idea is, but we're sure we'll find it.
Exactly, because we're going to have a think tank.
We can finally produce a bunch of the shorts we want, a bunch of the pilot episodes we want.
Yep. I would invent some sports games, a game of sports where anyone could play.
What's that?
I mean, I'm going to have all the money in the world. I'll have all the time to think about it. But I'd create the next game where it's all regional. There's no trading teams.
Once you're in, you're in.
Yeah,
for life.
There's no superstars.
You're in for life.
And teams like if you're from Cleveland, if you're from Chicago, if you're from Miami, you actually have to live in the area for X amount of years to then be able to play on that team.
So it's locals versus locals.
Exactly.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Or maybe we just start taking rec teams from rec leagues,
but then
the best
around.
of the best, and then fly them around and play each other.
Now that is something.
That's passion. That's intensity. That's real. It's not millions of dollars.
That's actually crazy.
It's brilliant.
That's a crazy idea. Write that one down. Well, we got it preserved eternally in this podcast, but we'll come back to it.
I've had that idea.
That's a genius idea. I like that idea.
Yeah. We got this.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. I like how it's not a lot of material stuff. I like it's a lot of creation. It's a lot of building things and designing things.
We're going to bring back vaudeville, too.
There you go.
Boom.
What's your first? Are you going to be in the vaudeville, or are you going to just scout team?
I'm going to be the MC.
You're the producer and the MC.
Yeah, it's like, all right, whoa, that was a great act here. All right, get off this thing. And next up, we got here.
Can I be the guy with the giant hook?
Yes.
That's what I want to just... Because, like, those things, I need a machine, because it's impossible to reach something out that far with just two hands.
Well, you got some forearms.
But I've done boom mics before. I can't do it. I need, like, a machine that, like, extends out, and then I kind of, like, hook the guy, and then I just press a button, and it's just... Boom, like Bugs Bunny, like break the neck, just like.
All right, I'll buy you a machine.
Yes.
It's like it's almost like a crane game, but not top down from the side. It's like you're like working some levers, and then you finally get it and just push the button.
I should have one from both sides, because people are going to be like waiting for it to come out, and they're going to be like in a karate stance, and it's going to come out from the other side of the stage and just shoot.
Or you got one of those big like bazooka air guns where you just pull back the whatever the thing and then let it go, and it shoots out this giant puff of air that blows people off.
I was gonna say like a net, a net that's attached to a rope that's attached to a pulley, and I just push another button and it just like drags them screaming off the stage. That's vaudeville for you.
This is the next vaudeville.
That's showbiz, folks.
All right, so have you seen this act? Here we got the guy that can count to 1,000 places of pie. Oh, and that's probably what they did back then. I think. Nice.
And then just boom, shoot him with a net.
Yeah.
3.125.
All right, I know that was pretty boring.
The show's really about you.
Yeah, just me introducing people getting pulled off. That's even better. I love it.
And then at the end of the night, like only the like VIP guests get to stay, and then we just have Floyd Mayweather just like fighting 100 men. Like,
then we bring up Money Mayweather.
We can just do the like gauntlet boxing. Well, that's a real idea. Just beat down boxing.
Yeah, where people from the stage or stands can come up and test their strength.
You can pay to have one of your enemies thrown into the ring.
Yeah. We will find your enemy. We will capture them. We will transport them to the arena.
That we will skydrop them into the ring with 2 boxing gloves duct taped to their hands.
Yeah. And we will find if they will survive or if they will get a boxing beatdown this week on
Boxing Beatdown. Then we totally televise this.
Yeah.
On the dark web, obviously.
Mm-hmm. We would have to do it somewhere in like the open waters where there's no rules.
Pirate radio style.
Yeah.
Can we do that? Can we start a pirate radio pirate radio?
I suppose. Do they have internet out there?
Velocity Chaos 24/7. There's one live show a day.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it's just reruns, syndicated reruns. You better hope we keep doing this, folks, because that's just 25 episodes to sort through.
And then there's one actually just 24 hours of us just not saying anything. We're just looking at the camera and just straight, just kind of doing through our days.
Oh, dude, we could definitely rent the trillion frame camera and do the George Clooney project.
We could. I totally forgot.
So many doors would happen if you could just win the lottery, Luke.
We would just like, all right, here's my friend Lincoln. Can we just borrow this trillion frame camera? We just need it for a second. And we need George Clooney. Here's the Washington, George Clooney. I'm really cheap.
I got a lot of cash, but I'm cheap.
I would tip a lot going to places, like order a water. All right, here you go. Drop like 100.
That's awesome. No, dude, you got to have people pitch you their story, though, if you tip like that.
Yeah.
You can't just give somebody money. They got to be like,
okay.
They got to say, I am a single mother who's working her butt off to, get a college degree and stuff. Here you go.
But they can't know that I'm going to do that. I have to. It's got to be natural.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying you can't
Sharon. Yeah, like Sharon. Oh, thank you, Sharon, so much for the daily specials. What's your story? What are you doing here?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I know people who do that. I think it's great.
Good people.
Tip your servers, everybody. 20%. Yeah. Just be a generous person.
At least 50%.
Even if you're a miser, just 20% a day keeps the ring race away.
Happy. Tip your doctors too. No, don't tip your doctors.
I saw a short film today. Sorry, I gotta segue this. I saw a short film today with a guy who was exactly like Sean Astin reincarnate. And every time I was watching it with a couple friends, every time he said a line like, "We need to get down to the basement right now, Mr. Frodo." Every line I said Mr. Frodo at the end of it made that short film way better.
Awesome.
It was great.
Mr. Frodo.
I just need to find that short film and re-release it and just put Mr. Frodo
Voiced
out
over
there.
by Nick.
Yeah, no, like let everything happen. Just say Mr. Frodo every time he says it. Doesn't matter what the next person's gonna say. And then just like just like special effects, like Elijah Wood's face onto everybody, all the other characters. Like,
Oh, that's great.
And then just one Smeagol.
Speaking of Down Under, because New Zealand is where they film Lord of the Rings. Let's get to Australian news for the day.
Boom, boom. Dun, 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 dun,
What do you
dun,
think,
dun, dun,
question
dun, 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 dun,
is
dun, 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 dun,
$140 million issue? No, is it million or billion? What was it?
Gotta be
for Australia.
It's
billion.
$140 billion problem.
Okay, that's why it was big.
It's gotta be something with kangaroos.
It's either some sort of nature thing. I was thinking, or they're kind of going
No water.
They got poison water.
They got this guy named Mad Max driving around the outback shooting people.
Just totally killing everyone.
Didn't you ever see that documentary?
No, I'm sorry. I'm not good at this. Not good at watching movies. I was thinking
That's the part of the show where I make myself feel better.
Yeah.
Because I show.
Because you watch things in our industry.
Okay. Anyway.
No. Yeah. So I was thinking it's either something like nature based or they're like F you, electronic world, and phones are such an issue. It's our $440 billion problem that we have all these phones that are taking people lives and like
just exploding.
Not that way, but like just everyone's so attached to their phones. But it's those damn pokies.
See, this is where you learn a new word.
Yeah.
Of the day.
For those of you that aren't hip with Australian lingo, a pokey is a gambling machine, a slot machine.
Slot machine. Which is so much cooler than calling it a slot machine.
Yeah. So after this, we're going to go down to the horseshoe and play up the pokies.
Hit the pokies. See, it's so much cooler. Yeah, everything is cooler in Australia. That's why we have Australian news at
Oi, mate! Let's go play the pokies.
Yeah, exactly. It's so much better.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got to say this really quick. I'm looking at a picture of this casino, right? Every single machine is different here.
Yeah, that's
in America. They have a row of the same machine.
You want the lucky sevens? Here you go. Here's 300 of them in a row.
And then down there, it's like you're gonna have to wait in line. But that's my machine. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait in line. But that's machine, dude. We're open 24/7.
Yeah,
come back anytime and play it. Just right now. Granny Smith is sitting in.
What is this? A Pac-Man one? Is this?
I do hate how they bastardize almost every type of thing for casino games.
Like Pure Magic, Big Daddy, Ardent. No, I'm not reading these correctly. I read Pure Magic. That was the only one that I could read.
The only one I can see.
But yes, I mean, yeah, that's so odd that I guess us, I know, our American pokies.
Yeah, American pokies. Everyone loves the pokies.
Yeah. So yeah, like you said, they got like 4 to 6 of the same ones in a row. Unless
they're just saying it's less about the pokies and more about just Australians' propensity for addiction. Because that could be it. Maybe.
That's what this whole thing.
The funny thing is, though, they say it's a $140 billion problem, but that money's just being spent in Australia. So it's not like they're losing some sort of export or spending money on some sort of natural disaster that they keep having to fix.
Yeah, someone's winning, right?
Someone's winning.
The house is winning.
So who owns the casinos down there?
Yeah, they probably love it.
They're native Australians?
No one's not as big as bastards. I mean, yeah, I'm sure
that would be funny if it's like native Australian.
They're called Australian Indians, Nick.
Oh, okay.
That was because Christopher Columbus was really going for India, then he landed in Australia.
Damn
and then he's like, oh, here's the Indians again. And
they're like, nope, keep going. What would he do if he met an Indian? He'd be like, this person, I can't talk to this person.
I don't know what this is. Who are you?
Yeah. The Indians. Oh, God. Australian Indians.
Yeah.
He just names everybody Australian Indians, Asian Indians.
Yeah.
Anybody who's not in Spain is a different type of Indian.
Columbus was the worst.
He goes crazy.
So yeah, as you circumnavigate the globe, there's going to be, as Captain Daddy has done many a times, you're going to find different things around the world. You're going to find some pokies. You're going to find some slot machines. It's going to be a great old time, as they say, at the ball games. So I hope you flip on the All-Star game, watch that as you're hearing this last night. And it's going to be a fun time. Maybe someone's going to slap a dinger over a 400-foot fence. It's going to be pretty fun and sweet. Just be careful where you park, though. If you're going out, and don't park in a flea market or a no parking area, because you're an asshole with a Ferrari. All right, that's just the bottom line of that. But maybe if you get bored, pick up a game of chess. Dabble with someone. Maybe teach your kids to play chess. Maybe they're geniuses and you don't know it. So. As we go forward here, again, everyone, thank you so much. 26 episodes. It's been a real blast, and hopefully we keep it on bowling on the round ball game that we live on.
All the pokies.
I totally if I was driving a car, I would have crashed.
That was a crash.
Yeah,
that was a 20 police car pileup, Blues Brothers style right there. Anyway, thank you all for listening. Please spread the word, though. We'd love to reach more people and interact with them on a daily basis. You can do that either at Luke Korvette Studios or Velocity Chaos on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And you can also reach us at our hotline, the 151541 Chaos hotline. Type that in, leave us a message.
Oh, yeah.
And connect with us that way.
Yeah, 151-412-4267. If you even throw in 151541 Chaos in the Google, guess who comes up? Velocity Chaos comes up.
Bada boom.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-boom. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.